The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Well, we just know, of course, what an excellent goalkeeper Dida is. Indeed, some consider him to be right up there amongst the elite.
Yeah, towering, and someone who always has great presence. For me, he just always seems relaxed and in tune with everything that's going on. A true great.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Donatoni crosses it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Well, they could break here. Now it's Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Cruyff. Nedved. Has a look and place it forward. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's very neat. Roberto Carlos delivers. Not the most convincing of passes. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Roberto Carlos, and he was quick to react. Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the counter is on. And it's Lam. So it is still 0-0. Donatoni. He was under real pressure there. Aimed beyond the defence. Donatoni looking to run onto it. Mateus. And he was alert to it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. Now, can they get him away? And this is Cruyff. And it's Lam, looking to go deep. He gets big! Drogba is flagged offside. He's had it taken off him, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh no, this does not look good. He's through, now is he in? He's on it, can he get away? And they can counter here. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This is the time you need that pace.
Roberto Carlos is herring after that one. Mateus. Donadoni cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Donadoni, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Hullet, Roberto Carlos. And here's the chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Cruyff. Lahm. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has left him in a heap. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that's going to be a booking. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So off we go once more.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Edmilson. Hullet. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's got the beating of his man. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
There's the shot! They've scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
It's their second corner of the game. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, just skips. He's got the goal! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! About as smooth as it gets! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commit.
Decent chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Nedved. Lahm. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 8.
Too long, and over the line.
Number 9, Donadoni. Number 10, El Hadj Diouf. Number 2, Van Dijk. Coming on the field, number 11, Neymar. Number 21, Desiree Doué. Number 20, Raúl. Number 19, Bayern.
Taken back almost at once.
Akanji. Substitutions
Now it's
taking place.
Eto'o. And this is Nedved. Neymar. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. We've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's clever. Oh, well played, well played. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Shoots! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Manchester United desperately searching for the winner here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Rui. He's having a shot! It's in! And they get themselves in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rui Costa. And that is expertly dealt with.
Bragantino can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's Eto'o. Neymar. Now what about a counter-attack? No, he's just misjudged that one. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Roberto Carlos looking to get on the end of this. Shot a goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Looking for options for movement. Raul, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is that. Manchester United were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. But the noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
Hello,
get ready to
everybody,
lock
and
horns.
welcome to
This
today's
is football
match.
at its finest.
Manchester United against Manchester
Well, the stage is
United.
set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, the 10th of July 2021 was such a significant day in the international career of Lionel Messi, was it not, Jim?
Yeah, he finally got that giant monkey off his back at the fifth time of asking.
And possibly that was the moment that Messi was finally given the credit he has deserved for his services to his nation. 16 years since his debut in 2005, 4 times a runner-up, never scored in a major final, but all of that was gloriously eclipsed.
Exactly. It was his first international trophy, and I think it set the scene for what happened in Qatar a year later.
Backward it goes, played it. Oh, smashing header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Aimed beyond the defence. Takes a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mateus has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Roberto Carlos goes pulsing down that left-hand side. Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly. Well, that should get the job done. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Now it's Messi. That ball looks a good one. He's found the way through. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Manchester United presented with a golden opportunity here. So this the chance to fire his team in front. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Just eases him off the ball. Looking for options for movement. He's picked it. It's Basho! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Roberto Baggio actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Distributed tidily. And that was very necessary. They get a throw in. And it's Rice. Pirlo is the team's great visionary.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Donatoni. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Very nicely done. Van Dijk. Pirlo tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Lahm. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Donatoni has got himself a free kick, and the referee has shown him a yellow card. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Manchester United looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Tonali, can he spark a counter here? And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Hullet. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. Bullish header! No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Tonali. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Hullet. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Manchester United having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now there's a fine ball. Roberto Baggio! Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Zanetti. Oh, sweet feet. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well timed, excellent interception. That looks a cracking ball. That is good alertness. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Donadoni. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 9, Donadoni. Coming on the field, number 11, Neymar. Number 19, Bayer.
Kaká!
Substitutions taking place.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. Nice interception, well timed. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he was quick to react. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. This is their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Baggio is onto it in a flash. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Pirlo, who's set up one goal so far. Now that's well seen too. And it's Bojan. He is through here. Turns and goes back. That is lovely. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Kaka. Now the delivery. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, it's ended up in no man's land.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a promising position. Neymar. Oh, nice touch. Mateus. Neymar. And the shot!
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the finish! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Corner number 2
Number
there.
8, Mateus. Number 10, Elijah Diouf.
They've played it short.
Number 2,
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
coming on the field.
And it's
Number
Bojan.
22,
And Bojan!
Johnson. Number 18,
Oh no, that
Hiburan.
could be a costly miss.
Number 17, Akanji. Substitution in progress.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And he's managed to get free. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Driving forward. Neymar. Neymar! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Manchester United take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
He's picked his way
Added
through.
minutes has been indicated.
It's a throw-in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Decent progress down the left.
This is the time you need that pace.
This looks promising. And this is Neymar. That's tidy. Now the ball in. Real chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Manchester United pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Iniesta. Zanetti gets it away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every bit the anti-Galactico.
Yeah, and you wouldn't think that he's one of the great all-time mid...
Chance for a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Donatoni. Van Dijk. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Shot could be on. Oh, super ball. He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hendrick is offering a wry smile there.
And it's been taken short. Showing good feet. Forlan, foot in. That'll be a throw. Rice. Still goalless at the moment. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Forlan. Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Iniesta. Rice. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Roberto Carlos. Mateus. Good ball, good take. And the finish! Well, we expected better, and so did he. Tchouaméni running with the ball. Nicely worked. Zanetti. And Mateus. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf going face-to-face with his great rival. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Mateus. Donatoni.
Oh, really well played.
And he shoots! And he thumps it clear.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
The pass has gone astray. He's in a great position here. He's got away with one there. Corner number 2 then. Tchouaméni clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Donatoni. Now this... Can he finish?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Lobbed in behind. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Donatoni. Nakata. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Now it's Forlan. And this is Nakata in with the challenge. Nakata was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, it's a great ball here. Mateus! And that's caused a worry or two. This possibly the last play of the half. Punched away. Turns and goes back. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
We all love a tryer, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we are back underway.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So what can they make of this? And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Donatoni chasing after it, and he's intervened well there. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Sidos será reemplazado por el dorsal 22. Cambio de jugadores.
Keeper's dealt with that. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Mateus. Costa Curta simply refused to be outdone there. Well, this is certainly a game where the scoreline does not reflect the action. How it has stayed 0-0, nobody can quite understand. That's the keeper's ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a pretty loose pass. He's got away. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Grealish. Grealish will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Neymar. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Well, their corner count's rising, but not their goal count. They can improve.
Neymar plays it short. Manchester United can try it again now.
El dorsal 20, el dorsal 18. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. That should get the job done.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Del Piero. Tries to pass it through. That is lovely. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Del Piero. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! Finally the breakthrough!
But before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8. Será sustituido por el dorsal 7.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Driving forward. Oh, that's a key interception.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Stood up well to him there. Danger averted for now.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And here's Grealish. Good read, needed to be. Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. That's a little off target. Can he spark a counter here? That's at the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. This, of course, the Saitama Stadium looking so intimidating with the crowd close to the pitch. So much like classic European stadia. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible.
than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Everything here will gravitate towards Jan Koller. He's not the fastest or the most sophisticated, but he holds up play so strongly.
And if you've got him in the side, you're going to play to him.
Very much so. His height just dictates his game.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Hullet. Koller! That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Neymar. Played out to the right. Played in deep. Zanetti getting this one clear. Albert Ferrer promptly onto that, and that is that. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Mateus. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Oh, he's been caught napping. Decent chance. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mateus. No goals as yet. Davids. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking for the run. Yes, ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Looking to go deep. He rises! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Manchester United! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Neymar running with the ball. Mateus did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mateus has been caught there, it's a foul. Rodri has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Tries to pass it through. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like
today's
that.
match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Xavi Alonso. Now he's got space here. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Howson. And it's Roberto Carlos. Probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Not the most convincing of passes. He's being urged to shoot. And a chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Now it's Cruyff. Tries to pass it through. He's picked his way through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of...
He gets big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That has not gone well. And it's Sneijder. Donatoni. Manchester United leading currently through the only goal of the game, an own goal as it turned out. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Played into space. He is through here. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. The challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Donatoni. And that could set him on his way. Vieira.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? Roberto Carlos. And we have our very first corner. That's really well cleared. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And now they can spring out of defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Baresi. Great vision. Chance! He's scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Manchester United heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Roberto Carlos. And Donadoni. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Shot chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what has happened here? Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Mateus duly reaps his reward, kept it, and that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Hello, attendees.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Manchester United will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. Defending of the desperate variety. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ambitious ball here. Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's picked it up out wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Messi. Vieira. Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Schneider. Schneider! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Donadoni. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Schneider. Ball's played through. Cruyff looking to run onto it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. And it's Schneider. This looks promising, but that has been slung wide. Nicely shaped cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now this could be a chance.
That's good defensive concentration.
Not the most accurate pass. Roberto Carlos. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Schneider. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Schneider plays it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cruyff gets into a good position. And the shot! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field is number 22, O'Shea.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And it's Neymar. It's Neymar! He should have put that one away.
Neymar is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
That's good running with the ball. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. There's the shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Manchester United awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. Cannavaro with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lobbed in behind. Nicely weighted ball. Akanji gets it away. Looking for a runner. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Messi. He's away!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Rice. And it's Neymar.
2 added minutes.
And now the breakaway. And he cuts out the supply. Threads one in. Now it's Messi. Nice bit of trickery. He's got away. Ah, he's given it away. Good ball, good take. And the shot's on here. Bergkamp. And the referee brings it to a close. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
We are glad to inform you that today's
How would you
match
sum
day
up what we've
programs are
witnessed, Jim?
available from
Well, the
Stan.
look on the manager's...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy.
United
This certainly
against
matters.
Borussia Dortmund.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Real chance here. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So much time and space here. Crossed in once more.
Manchester United clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Roberto Carlos delivers.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to...
And the shot! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance.
Shot a goal! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
Brilliantly cut out. He shifted it to the flank. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Plenty to aim at here. Opts to play it back. He's had a shot! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Shoots! Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. And the finish! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Donadoni carries the ball down the right. Oh, what has happened here? Big chance! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Manchester United have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Always going over the top.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Donatoni, this is promising. Manchester United finding their passes. Mateus. Rice. Might be... And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
After 38 minutes.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Rafael Varane produces the perfect tackle there. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper has taken decisive action. Donatoni. And the finish! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's put paid to a promising move. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Driving on and making good progress. Donatoni. And the ball is out of play. Van Dijk gathers from the goal kick. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, they can break here. Good ball, good take. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Donatoni. He's in a good position here. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And another try! No mistake! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gattuso, that's a good ball out wide. Roberto Carlos. Hit into the middle.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in, and the flag has stayed down. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mateus. Spread out to the left.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And this is Shevchenko, Gattuso, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's been... Takes a shot! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And it's Maldini. Looking for options for movement. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic with a beautifully timed run. Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Maldini. Great ball, and he's in here. And here's Maldini. Oh, sweet feet. Fired deep towards the back post. Donatoni. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gattuso. Shevchenko. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's run loose here. Gattuso. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That is good alertness. He's in space and looking for options. Cross from Maldini. And there is the half-time whistle. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Manchester United are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Big header! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rice. Gattuso. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Shevchenko. Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's in a great... Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That pass has been well intercepted. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Maldini. Quick look, then plays it in. Shevchenko! And the goal! Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Vieira. Now it's Shevchenko. Mateus. Donatoni. Now that's well seen too. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's a good run down the right. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Tries a deft little ball. Oh, he's been flattened there. Yep, it's a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Numero 11, Ibrahimovic. Numero 88, numero 3, numero 7.
That should get the job done.
Il numero 22, Kaká. Il numero
Milan
19,
have the chance to go the other way.
Il numero 15, Roberto Carlos.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that pass just didn't quite work. Can he spark a counter here? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vieira. Oh, can he get onto this? That has been cut short. It's a really well-measured ball. And this is Ronaldo. Cafu has it in a wide position. Rui Costa's cross. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Cross needs to be good.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and
In
keeper.
once more.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Kaká, Roberto Carlos, and it's Vieira. Shot could be on. Kaká, and he's picked it up out wide. Roberto, bullish header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's chosen to go back. Ball's gone out of play. Manchester United close now to seeing this one through to the end. Raul, Linton. Kaká conjures time and space where few can. Over to the left. Kaká knocks it into space. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Manchester United proudly puff out their chests in victory. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a...
Tries a shot! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Here it is, crossed in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Neymar. And it's Locatelli. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Batistuta. Roberto Carlos. And no, he's seen through all of that. Donatoni. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely... Great chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Played out to the right. Oh, good take in a good area. Schlotterbeck defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Good running, strong and purposeful. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zanetti concedes a free kick for that. And that's going to be a booking. That is ended up in no shapes to shoot! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw! And this is getting better and better. Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Showing good feet. He's found a way through. Played out to the left flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rijkaard. DiMarco. Rijkaard. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Gets the shot away! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Bojan Krkic providing an outlet on that flank. He has found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Takes a shot! And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Niño.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick. I'm expecting them to sit deep to try and nullify his pace here, but even then, it's going to be tough to defend against him.
Now it's Van Basten. Roberto Carlos. Rice. And it's Zanetti. It's Van Dijk. Zanetti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's played in low. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Roberto Carlos. Mateus. Rijkaard with the slide tackle there. Picked out brilliantly. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And the shot! What about that from Fernando Torres? About as smooth as it gets. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So, a breakthrough already. Roberto Carlos. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. And it's been taken short. Roberto Carlos crosses it in. Gusto is there and he can get that clear. Isco is always looking to break lines. Now it's Torres. And this is Hazard. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Back into the middle. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He has a look up.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mateus makes the interception. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the... And the shot! It's there! Manchester United are back on level terms. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. This looks promising. And he's running through. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's Mateus! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Manchester United have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Good ball, good take. Shot a goal! And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Basten, Van Basten has got himself a free kick. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And here's Azar. De Bruyne. Oh, important interception. Mateus. Can he spark a counter here? Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Can he get on the end of this? Thinks about the shot. Showing good feet. There's the shot! Azar. De Bruyne.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Roberto Carlos. That's good play. Plays it across. It's a mighty effort! Now it's Torres.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's managed to get rid and reclaimed it in a trice. And this is Van Basten. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Manchester United will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Manchester United are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Manchester United get the second half started.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mateus. Oh, good spread. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, well played. Azar threads one in. Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gently done. Mateus. Donadoni has created one goal already. Zanetti. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Isco. Oh, it's come loose. Pinches it off him. Decent chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Now he's off and running. De Bruyne. Almost an hour gone. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rice. Looking to play him in. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
Substitutions taking place.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. De Bruyne! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Manchester United have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Now it's Torres. Oh, what a ball! Tries a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
De Bruyne plays it short. Shapes to shoot! Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he was alert to it. Oh, terrible pass.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So the manager can make a change
De Bruyne.
for the first time in the game
Number
here.
10, Hazard. Number 12, Van Basten.
And they're on him in a flash.
Coming on the field, number 8, Neymar. Number
Can he get it
22,
through?
Olise.
Here comes the
Number
cross.
20, Okazaki.
Well, that kind of touch usually leads to a mouthful from several angles.
Akanji is there and he can pick it up. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's Neymar.
That's good play from him.
Neymar. Oh, that's neat. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just...
And the finish! It's fallen kindly here. Well, they can break here. He's picked his way through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Isco. He's cut it out. Rice. Neymar. Could move up a gear here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, super ball. And a chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Fernando Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
That has not gone well. Has a look and place it forward. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Gusto, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Isco tries to pass it through. It's a goal kick. And he's being shifted off it. Okazaki receives it in a good position here. And that's that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Manchester United... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
Well, if you judge a striker by his goals, Ruud van Nistelrooy has to be held in the highest regard.
He is a goal-scoring phenomenon.
Yeah, a real master who, when you think of his work, doesn't appear to have a weakness.
Eze! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mateus. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Akanji. Rice. And it's Eze. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Eze might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
Oh, this looks sharp. Eze, searching pass he's played there. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Rice. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he was alert to it. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. This is a great chance to take a lead. Neymar! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Albert Ferrer. So it is still 0-0. Zanetti. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, super ball. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! There is the breakthrough! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's shifting through the gears here. Harrison, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And no, he's seen through all of that. Kukcu is the team's great visionary. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Musiala was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a sharp pass. Eze, Musiala, Eze, and it's Kukcu. And that's a chance, surely! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's managed to get free. It's Neymar! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Manchester United take the lead. Now it's Eze. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That's been intercepted. Rice. Mateus. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. He's having a good look here. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Roberto Carlos! That was travelling. Oh, that's fabulous. Pings in across. Real chance! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Manchester United are up by one then, but really feel they should be up by more. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Manchester United are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So off we go once more. And he's been shifted off it. Rodri. Probing pass. Now it's Eze. Face to face with the keeper. Van Nistelrooy! They've scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neymar, great ball, and he's in here, shoots! And he's in on goal. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a throw. And that's definitely not his best. And it's Neymar. Neymar driving forwards. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Good ball, good take. Nice interception, well timed. And claimed it back swiftly.
Manchester United really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
He's cut it out. Van Basten.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Van Basten. And the pass is intercepted.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Neymar. He has found a way through. It's Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Rodri, and it's Musiala. Ball played for Kukçu. Now it's Van Basten. That's an imaginative pass. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's got the beating of his man. And there's green grass ahead of him. Big chance! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're back in front! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 13.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Floated through. Brilliantly cut out. And he's there to belt it away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Paris ended up in no man's land. He won't be happy with that one. Doué. Rice. Shawlinton. Howson cuts out the pass. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Eze. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bojan. Lovely bit of skill. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bojan Krkić is in a really good position out wide. Nice control. Great challenge, timed to perfection.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Il quarto uomo indica 2
Bojan.
minuti di recupero.
Linton. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kukçu. Now it's Eze. And this is Van Nistelrooy. So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Your reflections then, Jim?
Manchester United really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.